Hello YouTubers. Today we're going to take the mudguard off and take the telescopic front forks off. So there'll be a bit of undoing of nuts and brackets. From that point on, we hope to get the bike onto the bench where we can have a look at other aspects of stripping the bike down. Once we've taken the mudguard bracket off for small bolts, we then can move on to the main idea of taking out the telescopic forks. As you can see, they are held in by pinch bolts. There's 4 per pinch bracket. These are usually held on by socket bolts. It's quite easy to do. Just make sure they don't, when you undo them, sometimes they can stick and be quite awkward to get out. Other times they can drop off and land on your toe or your foot, which is not too good. So just when you're undoing them, get your knees either side of them and support them, and they'll slide out. Well, they should slide out really nice. If they're not, just add a little bit of lubricant on the bracket where they slide out. Be very, very careful of when you slide them out, because of the fact you are putting chrome onto aluminium, and there could be dirt or sand or something in there, and you could scratch the chrome. So be very careful when you draw them out. Just keep your eyes on what you're doing, and it'll all work out okay. After you've taken the bracket off the mudguard, you're moving up into the triple tree at the top there. You take out 4 socket bolts. Be careful when you take them out, because just inspect them. It's metal on metal, so be very careful. Maybe a little bit of spot of grease or oil, and they'll slip out really nice. After you've taken the other leg out, just inspect them all, just to make there's no little rust marks. We'll have a look at those later, and we'll drain the oil out and have an inspection, but that'll be another video at some other stage. We are now going to get on to taking the rear mudguard off, which in this case, in the Fantic, is really only 3 bolts. I put a strap on this bike to make it easier to haul out of difficult spots. Yeah, so 3 bolts, and you take that off. This particular mudguard was a bit rough. We'll have to do a lot of sanding and wet and dry on that. But anyway, that's another job. We'll move on now to take the seat off. Now, the seat on these is a little bit more difficult. You've got to prise with a screwdriver and take the side panels off. One side's on the exhaust side, and the other side's easy. You just have to pry them off, and they'll pop off. Then you expose the seat, and the whole seat and panel unit comes off, and the side panel come off as one unit. When you've got the seat and side panel units off, just turn it upside down and have a look on the exhaust side. You'll find some aluminium sticky sort of reflective tape. Inspect that. If you have to, pull it off and get some new stuff, or put some more on it, because that there is right hard up against the exhaust, and you don't want to burn the side of your side panel, because it will burn. So I'm pointing at it, So yeah, that's another job to do. So bear that in mind. Now the tank is quite straightforward to take off. There are two bolts, one at the headstock and one further down behind the motor there. Don't forget to take the hose off the peacock underneath to the carburetor. Make sure it's shut off first, once you get it all fuel running down your leg or down all over the motor. Right, we're going to take the chain off and take the back wheel off. I haven't had this back wheel off before, so probably the first thing to do is to take the brake lever cable off, and just do that. Just take the wee pin out, put that back in there again so we don't lose it. That can sit down there. We'll get to the pipe. We're going to take the chain off. Now, on this side here is the big axle nut. Take it off. You can see this one is a bit, someone's made a bit of a bodgy job here. They've welded the other nut onto the washer and onto the snail cam adjuster. We're going to change all that, but at the moment we're just having a look what we got. So we'll take this out. I don't know if it'll be as greased as the other one, who knows. It came off pretty good. We just back that out. The spacers drop on the ground, and the first time we have a look at what we've got. Now, that's a bit of luck. We've got some good quality, look like EBC brakes with cutaways for water, and they look in pretty good order. They might be a bit, you know, where the water's been, but we'll clean those up. There's a bit of quite a bit of thickness there to the linings, which is good. Let's have a little look here. Yeah, maybe that circlip's not quite in the right spot. Someone hasn't pushed that into the land. I'll have a look at that later. Now this the sprocket
seems to be okay. I think that'll come up quite nice. Let's have a look at this. Put my finger in here. It's very nice. No big grooves, where no stones have been sitting in there grinding away at the drum. Another good thing is, it's a very good quality tyre on here. We've got a Michelin X Light, which is good. I noticed looking down here, there's a couple of little spokes that have got a bit of bend in them where someone's fallen against a rock. We can straighten those out. The rim, well, a bit of elbow grease with a bit of polish, and we'll be good to go. So that's that part. So we're nearly to the position now where we can lift it up onto the bench and get at other parts. So that went well.